How about that? How about that? How about that? Everything we talk about, ill intent, violence, physicality, execution, the will to win. Just win, baby.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What's up, nation? Ralf in the building, and welcome to another episode of Straight Outta Nation. This is a Sunday night post-game reaction. No Chargers, no Chiefs, no Broncos, 100% Raiders. That's right, because this is a podcast with attitude, extreme attitude, paying tribute to the new ones, the oldest one, the old school, the new school of those Raiders fans, because this is a great space for everyone, for the Raiders, including college football fans, some rivals in the NFL, because, well, this is a show that we can do anything from breaking news, analysis, everything, because this is a podcast for everyone on the Raider Nation. So check this out, folks. I know that this Sunday, it happens with a lot of mixed reactions for anything. So I was very confused at it all, but it seems that there are some mixed reactions between for Las Vegas Raiders versus Jacksonville Jaguars and another games of the NFL on Sunday. But before I had to continue with the podcast, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel as Capitán Rafucho on YouTube. Also, you can follow me on social media at @, as formerly on Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Rumble, TikTok. And yes, this is going to be so much real. And ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to tell you about this one. Raiders won against Jaguars. Fuck the tank. Well, this is exactly what I'm getting to it. Because after a long losing, right now it seems that Las Vegas Raiders, they just won against Jacksonville Jaguars. And the tankathon is getting over. Yep, it's getting over for this one, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems that, well, between for that, we just lost for the first position on the draft. Yep. And right now it seems that the New York Giants got the first position. Yeah, they got secured the first position on the NFL draft. But we got on the full of this one. We got under the full this one. So check this out with us now, folks. Hey, how's it going, Robert Pena? Salute to y'all. Salute to you, to Pena. So I'm gonna share the screen. So I'm not gonna guarantee because this is gonna be so much realistic right now. All right. So here is like, well, this one. I'm not very sure about this. So this is like the NFL draft order. So the first position they got New York Giants. They got the second position New England Patriots. Third position Jacksonville Jaguars. Fourth position Tennessee Titans. 5 Cleveland Browns. 6 Las Vegas Raiders. At the seventh position we got Carolina Panthers. At number 8 they got New York Jets. 9th position with the Chicago Bears. 10th position with New Orleans Saints. And 11th position, they got San Francisco 49ers. So this is right here. This is the NFL draft order. So I'm going to remove this right now. So, yeah, let's get in back to it. Because I understand that, well, the thing not on a full mode because everybody thought that Raiders could lose against Jaguars. It blew up. It blew up. I mean, you don't have to worry about this because that was just like training, and the real tank begins like at the next season. I don't know. What is this new? I know that we just haven't won for the playoff game in 20 years, and we blew up of a chance to have one fun up season. We're getting the pick of the litter at quarterback. But is the team full of players and coaches fighting for the jobs, contracts, supposed to actively try to lose games because of the draft position? I mean, people get too caught up with the draft in order and forget how the football actually works because they have a lot of initiatives. A lot of initiatives. Once you're going to accept that reality, that you can reach out to the level and have an understanding what is unfortunate that so many bad football teams that the draft position takes a hit. We got to hit, Raiders win for the first time since September. The idea of embracing the tank, it's fine since the last season, but it's very silly to act like the franchise is out of the fault to enter the job from the game. I mean, they can set it off. I mean, between for that game, Jacksonville Jaguars look like they might pull it off because they're just too bad for us. Well, at least we're getting like another edge rusher to pair with Crosby and have the best defense in the league. And whoever the drafted the quarterback in the late rounds, Tom Telesco or maybe Tom Brady, will try to turn it like the younger version himself. That's probably Raiders' best bet at this point, unless they have a plan to trade the farm for, I don't know, Ken Ward or everything. But I don't know if he cost himself the job because everybody thought we are going to get at the quarterback. But there's no Shedeur Sanders. No. We just won like a meaningless game, like a garbage game. And it seems that it's very predictable because those teams win battles to lose wars. That was very typical. And they should find the will to, I don't know, what's keeping like it is sucking, but they all doing for the year, but I don't know. But it seems that half of the match had to go for this one. Oh, sorry. I know I had it at the audio. But shouldn't have like ads for Antonio Pierce for like a few weeks ago and they wanted to put it on the self. I mean, what's trying to the coaching, like keeping off of this one. I mean, the franchise, the future was on the line. And they know the fluid. I mean, this sure sign for like why the Raiders are 3-11 and will remain limbo for like another 20 years. And they can't even like everything could happen. There is 2 games left, and we still have some times to, I don't know, to suck it off because right now the next game is gonna be against New Orleans Saints, and then we got the round number 2 of, well, guess who? Los Angeles Chargers. But you gotta understand about a couple of things. I mean, this is like the people's livelihoods. They get hired to win games. This is like the mission accomplished. Number 2, We are really going to sit there and freaked out and now we're missing out for one of the worst quarterback draft classes. They're going to throw enough of the darts at the quarterback sooner rather than later. But the rebuilds don't start until you find a quarterback. They just left it at the hole of shaking it out happening yet. In the trade-off, they might be having it off. They might get the spec to lose, but it seems that some people that just win, but some people that just fail. Because I came to bring the one to how their mission, it got failed up. It got failed up. Because I know that I guarantee there is so much drama on that. Because everybody thought that going to the chink for Shadura Sanders, or maybe they wanted to do it about it. But it can be looking at the future on the line. And at least, because it seems that, well, they're not for sure there is no tank. I mean, what would happen if like making things like an actual team endorsed like they're going to on and on? I mean, there's nothing very good at all. Nothing good at all. So, especially because of the half of the players and more, they're not going to go for there for next year. I mean, why do the tank to benefit the team next year? They aren't part of most players that we don't know their names, and they're playing for their jobs, another team. They're not gonna fuck it up. Their money so fans, they're happy. They're happy the next year, even the guarantee to be in like the team, or even the league for the next year. But they have some mixed reactions, and it seems that they have very delusional. They have very happy. I don't know what about this, but it sounds like it can be true. It can be true enough for that. But it seems that everyone's getting mad because, you know, Eric got mad when Antonio Pierce called the Raiders the worst team in the football, are crying that aren't they the worst team in the football? I mean, this can be like a nutshell. I mean, like 3 wins being a fluke against a really good team with a close, ugly wins to two really bad teams should be tell like our current situation is like under Antonio Pierce. There is no scheme, there is no game plans, there is no adjustment, and there is no clock management. But I don't think that he gonna bring to the table. But he just became really bad, really, really bad, really bad. I mean, if your team, want to like, well, for example, if your team wants to be the Chiefs, I'll be cheering that because no matter what happens, fuck the Chiefs. Exactly. Because who gives like it at the point? I mean, some folks, some motherfuckers are talking about like the players' pride, professionalism, and what the fuck we did with losing to the Panthers in every other game this season. Next year, I don't know, it's gonna be miserable again or happier without a quarterback. Getting one is gonna be like require a lot of luck or expensive trade-off. And I don't think that Mark Davis could have happened. I don't think that Mark Davis could have happened. So, yep, it's gonna be like at a whole another level. Then we just get into Steve. Yep, and everything is gonna be okay. So there is no choice at all. But to be honest with you guys, I mean it's something that I didn't want to, and you know it's not gonna real happen. If we gonna do something better, I mean, if they wanted to do about it, so I know this is gonna be real deal with it. hmm Yep. They're gonna be real talking about it. So yes. All right. So I know I had to go through this one, and it seems that well, this is the calling show. Yep. This is the calling show, and everyone is just talking about like the reactions and everything. So right now I'm gonna post a link on the community, well, the community for the Raiders, because I wanted to see like the expressions coming up there. Yep, the expressions coming up there because I want to feel about it, about like over over time, like how they feel like anger, happy, or anything could happen. So I really understand why they should be like in this moment, how you feeling. I mean, they're not gonna let it down for this year. I mean, not Tom or Mark. I mean, you really guys fucked up or like lost games specifically. You may have a choice for the good coach. You might be like the coach for next year, but it doesn't change how ass the year was. So maybe just realize that they're coming up from. I mean, between for like the quarterback, I mean, he doesn't turn like the ball and get it like a win. Probably coincidence. Probably the coincidence. I don't know. It seems that that should have happened. That shouldn't happen at all. hmm But in the case of anything, I mean, that should have happened at all. But you know what? It should have happened. And after Max Crosby got injured, I mean, we still got to dealing with the defense and the offense. I mean, Robert Spillane, Devon Diablo make like a great job, but they just wanted to get realized how bad we can be. I mean, I don't want to see it like I don't want makes anything, but we're just gonna enter to this one. I mean, players don't tank. I mean, they're playing for jobs for the next season. They're playing jobs for everything. Yep, because they're living for the livelihoods. I mean, some players trying to get contracts worth of life-changing money, they're going to play hard and win every game because people don't want to get upset at the team. Winning and they get upset, but the team actually really loses because it seems like all those persons they just want to be upset, and that's true. That's true enough. That's true. All right, so I just wanted to say salute to well, Gravy Raider. Salute to you. Also salute to Jeff and the Sons. Salute to you. Also Danny. Danny it is. Also Legny Fair and Danny R86 to say thank you Raiders. Yeah, I know because Danny is a New York Giants fan, so well, we gotta live with that. We gotta live with that. All right, so on the Raiders community on Twitter. So I'll just post a link. Yep, I just post a link if you want to come in and express their opinion. So there it is, folks. So here's a link if you wanted to express, what happened to the Raiders against well, Raiders against Jaguars, and we wanted to see like everything in expressions, something like that. So if you wanted to be part of the call-in show, so that's right. That's right. There was no problem. There was no problem about that. So I know these motherfuckers, they don't want to pull him. Yep. I know these motherfuckers, and I wanted to pull in. So I understand about that. Yep. I understand about that. And it seems that, well, after we just suffer like the game, it seems that they're playing for the careers, for long terms. I mean, this is about coaching and ownership because they not give orders to tank. It'll be like the biggest scandal of the NFL, probably the worst one. Yep, probably the worst one. But it seems that if they want to like to get involved, to get in, to get used to it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just wanted to feel it about like in this one. So, yep. All right. It seems that, well, they're not getting used to it. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna get a real full of this one. Real over this one. But some person to say it is a great day to fucked up a draft pick because they could actually win the game, but they're gonna mess it around. Or then they gotta draft and get back for the win. Oh, so because they don't have like anything to clue, anything on the clue for this one. So pretty confident. But I mean, there's like a quarterback classes that we all know to do. Yep. They all know what about to do because they wanted to see what the heck is gonna real happen, for like the NFL draft 2025. Yep. Everybody knows it about that. All right, so here's one tweet that I just retweeted. So let's look at the post. All right, so I'm gonna share the screen because I know that guy, it means like the real talent. I just wanted to see that about it. So I know my computer is not gonna work it at all, but all right. All right, so check this out. So this post is East Coast grind era. And this post is say, stupid myths we hear about Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback from Oregon Ducks. Also, shout out to the Oregon Ducks to make it right at the college football playoffs. So here it is. He's too short. Dylan Gabriel is 6 foot. He can't throw over online in the NFL. The average height of online man is 6'4". The average online is 6'5". He has average arm strength. Dylan Gabriel ranks number 8 in the just passing yards per attempt. So, what are you guys thinking about it? What are you guys thinking about it? Because I know exactly what to go for it. And for Dylan Gabriel, it seems that it became so much mighty at a small size, but I know there's gonna be like a lot of potential coming up there. But no matter what happens, I mean, without just talking about like Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, or Ken Warwick, what I was doing, Rafucho on the street, but he was over like 6th Street, they wouldn't have like considered like experience, scrambling, quick release, accuracy plus the hype. A short quarterback is probably like at a massive risk. But in the second round, probably Raiders gonna be down. Because there's no chance we can obtain Ken Ward or Shador Sanders. Because our hoping to be the first one is over. Getting Hunter, Graham, or maybe Ashton Jainty because they're waiting for like a great move. But the height is a major issue. They just can't feeling it all. Yep. They just wanted to get feeling it all. And you know what? This is getting like really out of control, but I agree with the said of East Coast Grand Aaron. I mean, I know that it's very short, but it's also mighty. Also mighty. But they have like a great make plan. Great plan with great intelligence. So there's no worries about it. No worries about it. So there you go. There you go for happen. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, before I had to bring up like the next topic, so make sure to subscribe to Capitán Rafucho on YouTube. And thank you very much for the 45 persons watching on Nets. So you're gonna make sure to subscribe to Capitán Rafucho. Also, you can follow me on X as now as Twitter. Yep, it is right. So I know the next topic is gonna be so much interesting because before that, it became so much important. because not only we just got eliminated for the playoff competition, that is right. Las Vegas Raiders got eliminated for the playoff competition. Also, there was 2 teams that got eliminated. They got eliminated for the playoff competition. First, Dallas Cowboys. Second, San Francisco 49ers. And third, New Orleans Saints. That's right. 3 teams got eliminated for the playoff competition. So, how about them Cowboys? How about their 49ers? How about their Saints? Because you guys got choked, you guys got exposed, and you guys got sucked. So, that is a great day, a great fucking present before Christmas. Because, you know what? San Francisco 49ers are a bunch of pussies. Because, let me tell you for this one. Between for Brock Purdy, Josh Kittle, Chris McCaffrey, I mean, they got choked up because they're literally the definition of a boom or a bust franchise. Because another impressive stat is that the 49ers went exactly 500 in 2010. They ended the decade with 80 wins, 79 record, because there's one tied to 2012 in Kansas State where the Rams and 49ers had a score for 24-24 because they're not very consistent. They're not very consistent. This team is going to be so much mediocrity. Yep. Exactly. And what am I telling you this one? I mean, some persons, they don't want to see like anything. But I know there are some fans that just wanted to bring Robert Saleh as a defensive coordinator. Nope. It's not going to really happen. Because San Francisco 49ers, the whole season is getting exposed, is got to cook. I mean, what can I tell you about this? There was a lot of pain. A lot of pain because you guys lost against Miami Dolphins. That is right. That is right. Because Shanahan, he became the master of choking. Because if you guys remember, like the Super Bowl 2020 against Kansas City Chiefs, they got Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan. They just got lost. And then 4 years later, they just got San Francisco 49ers versus Kansas City Chiefs. And you know what else was going to happen? They just got choked. They just got choked. They just got choked. I mean, what else is going to happen? What else? What else? Because Brock Purdy ain't shit. He also made a bad decision in which like lasted a 2 full quarters. Because Devo, I know, is dominated. It's not the real far. But Purdy has done for the fan base. As nieces around screeching about like trading or drafting a new one. And those San Francisco 49ers, they want so bad to trade a quarterback. And of course, they just wanted to caution it again out of the Bay Area. I mean, those guys are getting delusional. Delusional. I mean, those guys are really cooked because they got no chances. No chances at all. Because you guys suck again. And then karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. Because some San Francisco 49er fans, they cannot take the stupidity. They cannot stupidity. Because Brock Purdy our ass based on the one bet game and a game that means nothing. Call shenanigan after that horrible game, it should be fired. It should be fired. And get off of that sofa because we got a spot for you guys. And between for that game against Miami Dolphins, I mean, that was like the perfect gift that we just saw for months. Yeah, for months. And some fellas, they just wanted to defend Jake Moody for some time, but they cannot take it anymore. They cannot anymore. And only the San Francisco 49ers got eliminated, but also there is Dallas Cowboys. Yep. There's Cowboys eliminated, so I smell some motherfuckers that just wanted to cry. And, well, to be fair enough, because they're playing against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and, well, to be honest, right now they're winning against 26 against 14. Yep, that is right. Because, you know why? Perfect example. Who thought that putting the cover of the NFL maiden, Brock Purdy, got cursed, got chins? So the curse of maiden, it became real. Because if you saw like Josh Allen put it on the cover of the NFL maiden, just like a 2023, and then it got cursed. Now we got another curse, another victim coming up there. Yep. Brock Purdy. And of course for us. Yep. Of course for us. Christian McCaffrey. So it became like a curse, a jinx, but they wanted to know all about it. Because you know what? They became for NFC champs in January to watching from the basement in December. Got it right? Yep. They got it right. Because they don't want it to they getting knocked it out. Because they both suck. And of course for the New England Patriots and New Orleans Saints, also they just got choked. For a good reason that I just wanted to do out about it. Yep. So that's why it just became something like awful. It became so much awful that we don't know how about to get involved for this one. So I know this is gonna be like a late night show, but you know what? I'm getting comfortable about for this one. Yep. And after we're just talking about it, I mean, they just really want to mess it all like the tank. I mean, I know it's really happened, but it seems that they don't can like anything anymore. And I wish that we can have it like this better. But we went full Raiders, never go full out. And it'll be like an unfamiliar feeling. And there are some mixed reactions that say, how in the hell we just won against Jacksonville Jaguars and we just went to 6th place at the NFL draft? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? But I mean, for that era, it means like really over at all. Really over. Because between for like this one, I mean, can we just kind of like nice things? I mean, we won't have like get a quarterback, at least for now. But I mean, am I getting shocked? Yep, I'm getting shocked. But you know what? I mean, there are some mixed reactions that we don't want to get involved and used to it. I mean, that is right. That is right to it all. And if you wanted to like to make it happen, I mean, yep, it is right. I mean, we just suck, but there is nothing that can stop it about this. Nothing can stop. All right, so I just wanted to post like on a social media that I was like very interesting. That I just wanted to show him up. I mean, this one is gonna be really important. All right, so this post right here is the son of the rapper Ice Cube. So you gotta check this out for the post. All right. So check this out. O'Shea Jackson Jr. The hate that I have for this logo is crazy. Not because they win all time, not because of the homies or Swifties or any of the nonsense people for us into. I mean, I'm a Rams fan. They're not even in the same conference. It comes from my programming as a child. I hate the Chiefs because I was raised by the album win. And the album win, just like it of 3 points. But I know that your father got raised right. And I'm not kidding about that, folks. And I know that O'Shea Jackson, which is the son of Ice Cube, yep, he's a Rams fan. But when you treat something like hating the Chiefs because you was raised by the autumn win, let me guess. Your father raised your right. And the autumn win is a pirate. So that's why. Because some of those fans at the NFL, including for us, the Straight Outta Nation, we absolutely hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Because let me just pretty much for this one. Because I called the game between Kansas City Chiefs versus Houston Texans. And those ghost calls, they're getting shit out of here. Those ghost calls, they're getting shit out of here. Because how very strange that the Kansas City Chiefs. And then I just figured it out and say, aha, they're cheating. They're cheating. Because I just really understand that why CJ Stroud is not making a good example to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought they couldn't beat it. But it seems that, ladies and gentlemen, they did it again. They did it again. And there's some Chiefs fans that say we're going to win the 3-peak, 4-peak. No, it's not going to happen. Because once they go for the investigation, you guys got exposed. Mark my words, because it's not going to be like the last time we just wanted to see about it. And look, I'm not going to fret to everyone. So I apologize. But we don't want to see a Kansas City Chiefs again in the Super Bowl. No. Because we don't want to see it. Nope. Not at all. Because we don't want to. We don't want to see those Kansas City Chiefs winning. Because they know they're cheating. They know they're cheating. So, no Kansas City Chiefs for the Super Bowl. And I would love to see like I don't know, Baltimore Ravens, Detroit Lions, maybe Houston Texans, Buffalo Bills together the Super Bowl. I mean, that should really happen. That should really happen. Because I don't want to see like the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. No. And I wish that the Pittsburgh Steelers got eliminated at the playoffs. That'll be like another wish for like they want to get passing by for like everything. So there you go. Hey, salute to my big brother, my homie, mi hermano. Where's Rebel? They say they won't get past the Bills this year. Might be true. Might be true. But it seems that there are some NFL teams that became very aggressive, but at some point they just not get involved. How in the hell they're gonna bid against Kansas City Chiefs? And we're living like I don't know, some scripted shit like that, because I understand about like the script. It's basically like the WWE. I know wrestling is fake, but we all know that we're scripted. Yep. What does Rabbit to say? Ralph, number one, what we do now, who you taking in draft? Well, I know that in several occasions that I was doing like a live stream, I was thinking about like between Shador Sanders or Ken Ward. But in my mind, that we just won against Jacksonville Jaguars and we're getting to the sixth position of the NFL draft. And most of the top five of the NFL draft, they're just taking like all full quarterbacks. But I really think that they might to go to Ken Ward or Dylan Gabriel. I mean, that could have happened. That could have happened at all. Because look, I know that Dylan Gabriel is very short, but is also mighty. Yep, is also mighty. But he has a great prospect because literally every problem will be solved. I mean, if I know the draft class of the quarterback is going to be very loaded, but he's mobile and bit undersized. But if we can do anything better to draft this one, I mean, that should be really happen. I mean, he's undersized. Who cares? I mean, big dudes like Trey Lance, Anthony Richardson, and even Cam Newton get hurt all the time. Yep, they get all the time. But let's just not pump the brakes. Let's just not pump the brakes. So it's gonna be really worth using for anything, but he has to manage like to improve like a great accuracy. And I know that he has flashes of really good touch and really makes like a bad decision. Size is likely like a major issue, but if we can really involve for this one, I mean, that should be happen. They're not going in the first round. That's wild. Yep, I know that's wild because, well, it seems that under the five positions that we needed two, because the number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, I mean, they're all going to take it for the quarterback. But don't be expected if they're going to happen to change it at all. Because if you guys remember, they took all over quarterbacks in the first position. They taken all over, including Jaden Daniels. I mean, JJ McCarthy. Michael Penix Jr. was there. Yep. They make it, including Kelly Williams. I mean, that class of 2023, which is in quarterback, I mean, they have the best and the worst. But it seems that nothing has changed it at all. Nothing has changed it at all. But it seems that between for like the first five positions, I mean, they're all taken all over for the quarterbacks. And the last year, I mean, it means like nothing against us. But we have something very in common. We just drafted Brock Bowers. But the only point is, if we want to draft a quarterback, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen for the rest of those guys. Let's make it happen. I mean, that should be like a really wild for any reason. And don't settle off for like the lesser prospects. I mean, kind of crazy how many potential for the franchise quarterback at all this year draft. I mean, that could be really happen at all. But it seems that there's nothing to get like a chance. Yep. And there's no matter how it's gonna be really started over. Because he's great. I mean, he's great for anything for Dylan Gabriel, wasn't that really high? Wasn't that? Because there's no animosity between for those players. I mean, he didn't get like the grace that he wants to expect. He won't like make more money, enter the transfer portal than being an undrafted free agent. Because they could have guaranteed he would be the starter for the Oregon Ducks. And I mean, that needs like a reliable quarterback at a transition into a new conference. But I know that it's gonna be like a 5-star, 4-star. I mean, that really happened. That really happened at all. But as much as go for it, there is only the small possibility he can go out drafted. And I know it's gonna be like more talent and a better prospect, but maybe it should be like early enough. But it's like pretty similar to Cal McCord. I mean, you know that player for Ohio State. Minus the up road and equal in destination. Maybe right. But it seems that during for all the college football teams, including for like Ohio State, I mean, they had starts at the quarterback for the last 5 years. They took like the staff for like there's no parity was achieved with Fields or Stroud. I mean, they took like a big step forward to get the performance to play along with at the season. Much that really different. But if they're not very good enough for this one, I mean, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. And it seems that there's nothing harder to go for it. If they wanted to go for this one, it's gonna be like absolutely wild. Absolutely wild that we had to do about it. Absolutely. And there's so much pain that we have to. There was so much pain. I can understand about it. I really understand. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna settle down for those like potentials. And what makes a logo trend down? I mean, we're never gonna be good. We're never gonna be good. I mean, if Anakin missed it at all, what is gonna be drafted at all? But if it comes to like Ken Ward or Shador Sanders, I mean, let the other team make a mistake. At this point, I mean, there's a fine line between fantasy and reality. So much harder to go pull out of that. I mean, some fans are really happy. I mean, with that meaningless win. I mean, don't complain with the next season. It's gonna be either like Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, or maybe Aaron Rodgers. Because, you know, I don't want to see Daniel Jones or Aaron Rodgers to go for the next season. Because what we need for a great quarterback. Mm-hmm. Because either one is gonna be like really drafted at this quarterback. I mean, we are forced to give out like multiple picks to be able to the quarterback is essentially ours if we are done what's best for the future of the franchise. Mm-hmm. It happens a lot this way. It happens a lot. And if they wanted to get rid of the battle between for like Shador Sanders versus Ward, I mean, not like going for a way. Not going for the way, but it seems that if we want to get involved, if we want to get rebuild, I mean, that can really happen at all. So there is no complaint at all. No complaint at all. So yes. Maybe you should be right, maybe you should be wrong, but you know, I mean, times are changing. I mean, if we want to rebuild, I mean, let it just happen. Let it just happen, ladies and gentlemen. Let it just happen. All right, so I know that I just messed up with the audio, but you know, I know for like at this moment, we just wanted to to succeed. We just wanted to succeed and let happen what's going to happen for the next season. I know that we just suck. Yep, we just suck. But we have good faith to get involved in the next season. And I know that Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby are injured, including Malcolm Kuntz. But if we got much faith, much energy for the next season, that will be great. That will be great. Because we understand we are the Raider Nation. We are the most incredible fan base in the entire world. And there is nothing can change. Nothing can change. Even though that we just won or lose, Raider Nation till I die. And that's the motto. Yep, that's the motto on this one. And I guarantee you that, well, after we just suffer like this Sunday afternoon football, and let me just talk about this one. I mean, there was one topic that I just wanted to talk about it, which is the Fantasy Football League. Yep, the Fantasy Football League. Because, over the last 2 years, I really suck to pick like a win or lose at the Football Fantasy League. And yes, I take like an L as anything, but I didn't take a bet for some reasons. But playing it as a fantasy football league, it makes like very confident to how to trade the players, how to get involved like a lot of points. But guess what? After 2 years of failing and everything, right now it seems that I'm on the playoffs for the first time. And I'm not kidding about that, folks. I'm not kidding. Because you know what? I'm all for it. I am all for it. For the championship. And, there's one thing that I'm never going to trash talking about, like the fantasy football league, where they say, oh, my team is great. My team is best. No, there's no about that. So for any reason that I just wanted to get used to it, I mean, we're not that very awful. Not that very awful. They just wanted to get it known. And we just wanted to make it happen. And we're going to take over. Yep, we're going to take over. Hey, shout out to the 60 persons on the chat. 60 persons on the chat, viewing on that as formerly as Twitter. So thank you very much. And I got to close it off for like the last topic before I had to move in. So I know there are some persons that, well, they don't want it to pull up. So that's okay. That's okay. I know. So I know that I know that some persons that don't want it to pull up because, well, even though that I'm ugly, even though that I don't have like football knowledge, I understand about it. I understand. Whoops. I just messed up the wrong buttons, but I might be not perfect at all, but it seems that, well, I know that I'm doing something great. I know that I'm doing something great. And I know there is a last topic that I just wanted to talk about it. So you got to listen very well. And I know this is getting like, I don't know, personal, but you got to listen to this. This year, 2024, it was just like a good year to make it happen on my channel. There was like a lot of broken records because last year, which is 2023, was the worst at all. The worst at all. Because not only I just lost like some friends that I just got it, which is Jeff, NYG Jeffy. Also my teacher Joan, and my grandfather Raphael, which I still miss him every time. And when he was talking about like sports and everything, I'm thinking about my grandfather. Yep. And he was like a great inspiration for me. And there's nothing, there's nothing that can stop that love. And this 2024, it became so much very important because I had the opportunity to talk with some Raider fans, also Philadelphia Eagles fans, Dallas Cowboys fans, San Francisco United fans, well, much about like content creators. And I had the opportunity to broke some records. And not only I just had a great shows with the Philly Sports guy, but also the Go 209, MC Raider, Power Raider. Also, I had the opportunity with the Raider Rundown. Yep, Protect the Shield podcast. Also, there's Murph from Raiders Fan Radio. hmm And I still watching that show because, well, not only just having like a great takes, but also they just wanted to involve like the pop culture. And of course, I just met like Baker Rated that and Kukui. Yep, Kukui. That's what it means about it. But you know, this 2024, I mean, it made so much great because not only I just break a milestone, but also I made like more than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yep, more than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it just make so right. And it just makes so right. And I had the opportunity to create something new, something fresh, something innovative. So I know this is gonna be so much interesting, but all over those mounts that I just wanted to create something new, something fresh about for like my social media. I mean, that really happens to all. I mean, I know that I have a writer's block, but it finally get from a lot of level and had the opportunity to call some games on NFL in Spanish, NBA games in Spanish. So I had to bring it back to some NBA games, calling it in Spanish. So might be true about it. And also I was calling out like some wrestling events, UFC events, Major League Baseball games. I mean, they got all. They got all. And guess what? I mean, 2023 was like literally like the worst year that I ever had. 2024, like it was like a new beginning. But the next year, 2025, I mean, that could change it all. That could change it at all. But you know, as a 31 years old Venezuelan citizen living in the United States, it's not that really easy because after that I'm gonna to do like a more content for like the rest of the year, probably not because I have so many things to share with the family because I know on Tuesday it's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be the night before Christmas, and Wednesday is gonna be Christmas. hmm And it seems that, well, for the next year, I mean, it completely changed it at all. So I'm not very sure about like my future coming out there for my YouTube channel. So I don't know if I should retire or if I can continue to make some content on YouTube or maybe like social media because I'm very proud to do it by myself. I'm very proud. And there is nothing can stop. Nothing. Nothing at all. So for all those who are watching and ads, YouTube, Instagram, everything, don't let the haters consume you. Don't let those persons crushing, pausing your dreams. You can continue, you can move, and of course, never stop. Don't stop grinding because you're gonna make it. And I know that I'm very proud to get involved with a great network, which is the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, calling some games in Spanish, and of course having a great group of, well, content creators from the New York Giants, Washington Commanders, well, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles. But you know what? I belong. I belong to be here. So there is no excuses because I don't want to get embarrassed again. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because I know that sometimes I'm totally brave, stronger, powerful, and of course, very smart. So it has seen nothing yet. So this might be like the coolest one. So before I get to shut it down, this live stream, and of course, I just wanted to tell about it. Uh, tomorrow, I'm gonna do like some like a live stream to talk about like MMA, wrestling, like the best and the worst of the year. Well, probably we're gonna make it before Christmas because I know that, well, that Monday it should be like it really happens. And well, during for the Christmas and New Year's Eve, I will not post like some live streams for now because I just wanted to center the focus to share with the family and friends when it comes to Christmas and New Year's Eve. So I just wanted to tell you about this one. Before I shut this down right now, I wanted to tell you, stay safe for the holidays, stay safe for the winter, and of course, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and of course, happy holidays from El Capitán Rafucho. Much love, respect, and blessings for all those people who are watching it. So I just wanted to tell you. Salute everybody. And of course, we will see you there in the next episode of Straight Outta Nation. So thank you very much. Salute to y'all. And of course, have a great Sunday. Have a great week. And of course, peace out, motherfuckers. And this is going to be another episode of Straight Outta Nation. No Chargers, no Chiefs, no Broncos. So fuck the Chiefs from the Broncos. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck the Steelers. Fuck the 49ers. Fuck the Cowboys. But a nation for life, motherfuckers. It is right. So salute to y'all. And we are out of here. Let's go.